Do you think it's gonna be using the computer the same way that he used it before? Come on, man.
Record all the freak offs again. Hey, I lost all my tapes. Let's re-record it, guys. Come back, come back. Tate has returned $40 million in assets to Andrew Tate. Some people are celebrating that this is a proof that the allegations against him are unfounded, while others are concerned that the real justice hasn't been served yet. Let's talk about it, RJ.
Yes, let's talk about it. This was a big story, but it wasn't publicized like the other stories
Like the one when he got arrested last time.
there wasn't publicized as much as this. So before we dive into it, guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our socials. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification here.
Yeah, so earlier last week, Tate, aka Cobra Tate on X,
Over Tate.
dropped this. The Bucharest Tribunal Court has just ruled to return my $40 million of assets due to lack of evidence. All my supercars, gold bars, and $3 million in cash. Everything. Look at his smile. $1 million smile. Well, it's a $40 million smile right here. So it seems like not so long ago they seized all these assets. They came to his home and took the cars. Apparently there is a lack of evidence. What it actually means, I have no idea. The articles I've read are not very clear about lack of evidence on what, but it seems like he has a win. That's one. We always try to cover these stories as neutral and as objective as possible. And one thing you said in the previous show, RJ, is that these are still allegations. Even though they are crazy allegations, still allegations, and it still has to be proved in court what he did. What we have pointed out in the past is also that the allegations, if you separate them from what he actually said versus what is actually been done, that you have to question his moral
compass.
But moral compass, yes. Just because his moral compass might not be pointing the right direction doesn't mean he did all these things. RJ.
Yeah, so there's a difference between morality and illegality, and the prosecutor can't prosecute you for an act that is considered immoral if that act is not illegal. Only illegal acts can be prosecuted successfully. What Tate kept on saying throughout was that they didn't have evidence, and because he talked about it, I think maybe the second time they detained them. And he said it's the same. So they're using as a basis the same names of people who already testified on behalf of them. So, but hey, he made an enemy of himself when he went against, well, everyone. Like he was Detroit versus everybody. It really pained me to give that example, by the way. But okay. Shout out to my Pistons. In any case, he made enemies and powerful enemies at that.
Yeah, I think A lot of times, and I could be wrong about this, but you can see that he has been through different stages in his content creation online. He started out, and we talked about this in previous show. You can go search him up. He started out as with his, I think it's called Hustle University of Hustle
Something like
Academy,
that. Yeah.
something like that. We analyzed the situation also by looking at, I think, what's the guy's name? This is very long time ago. The guy
CoffeeZilla.
who CoffeeZilla, yes,
Yo, that
CoffeeZilla.
was a lot. Yo,
Long time ago.
that was a
By
long
the
time.
way, well, first of all, let's go back. This is our 200th show. Just imagine.
Shout out.
Forgot to say that in the beginning of the show. It's our 200 show number 200, and I think the CoffeeZilla one was maybe around the 50, 45, something like that.
I'm
So
checking
it's,
it out right now, by the way. So.
okay. So that's a very long time ago where we covered that initial situation where he was accused of scamming people. One thing we said, and back then we also, a couple of shows later, we also covered the things he said about his own business, meaning the webcam business he had. Couple of crazy comments he made about the types of people that he was getting money from, and now then he turned into like a date. I would say date. It's more of a let's call it a red pill advisor, how you should run your life, how to be masculine. And now I don't know what he is now. He's more like someone on the right side of the scale. So we have seen different aspects of Tate throughout the years. Don't forget, this is still and this is the a lot of times the problem people will have with situations like this. You might see someone on YouTube, on TV, that can be considered someone playing a character. That doesn't mean that's the real person. So all the hate that people spread about him, yeah, you can say he's guilty because he said this online. Just because you said that online doesn't mean you're doing it in real life, and that's the problem. A lot of things. I mean, he is very controversial. I won't deny that. He says a couple of wild things. Won't deny that either. But still, as a prosecutor, you have to prove it. And that's the thing right here. I think the proof is, I think you said it also, it seems like they don't have a lot of proof. So whatever they are seizing right now, they're not gonna get. Yeah, that's what you said exactly. Whatever they are seizing right now for either evidence or not, it's not gonna result in more proof. That's actually what you said exactly, right, RJ? Back when they seized a bunch of stuff again. You're on mute.
Yeah, they went in. I'm trying to remember what I said because I remember I talked about them going back in and getting some things, but I remember what I said. So I think I do. You go, if you're saying that you have proof, and that's why you did the house search. But he's saying that you don't have proof because everyone who's your witness is testifying on our behalf. So why are you going if it already exists? They already rated everything already. So they should have already have everything. If you're going a year later to do a house search again, and I don't know if it's a year or a bit more or a bit less, but if you're going to do a house search again, you won't find what you already have. You only find new things, but then the new things you find cannot substantiate what you did well, chances are very small that the things that you find will substantiate what you alleged from the beginning, like 2 years ago. So it's not,
It's actually
doesn't make sense.
Yep,
Especially taking into account that now that they know that you won their heads, even if they did something, do you think that they would put it in their computer now? Do you think if brother lust gets, if Diddy gets all his things back, all his assets back, his computer, do you think he's gonna be using the computer the same way that he used it before? Come on, man.
record all the freak offs again. Hey, I lost all my tapes. Let's re-record it, guys. Come back, come back.
You know how people tell their story? They'll say, I went broke twice and still got here. So I lost my footages twice.
I need to re-record. Let's start phoning some people.
Yeah, bigger and better. Let's
Bigger and
organize the free costs bigger and better.